So why do you want to be in a relationship? I'm not talking about surface answers like I just want someone to cuddle with, or because everyone else is in one. I'm talking about the real deep down reason. What's your dating why? Most of us never stop to ask this question. We jump on dating apps, we swipe, we match, we ghost. We binge watch rom-coms and secretly hope life will hand us a perfect love story. But here's the truth. Your why determines the type of relationship you create. It affects how happy you are in it and even how long it will last. Today, we're going to talk about the 6 key motivations that drive people to seek love, and which ones actually set you up for a healthy, stable, and meaningful relationship. By the end of this video, you might have an aha moment about your own love life. So, grab a coffee, get cozy, and let's get real about love. Number 1, the missing question in dating. You know what's funny? When it comes to dating, we spend a lot of time on the what and the how. What do I say on my dating profile? How do I get a second date? That are the 5 signs someone likes me. But we rarely ask the bigger, more important question. Why am I even dating in the first place? It is like training for a marathon without asking yourself why you want to run 42 kilometers in the first place. Because, trust me, at some point, you'll need that reason to keep going. The same is true for dating. If your reason is shaky or unclear, you might end up in relationships that feel unfulfilling, or worse, relationships that drain you. The University of Toronto recently did a fascinating study on this. They came up with something called the Autonomous Motivation for Romantic Pursuit Scale, which is just a fancy way of saying, let's figure out the real reasons why people want relationships. And let me tell you, the results are eye-opening. Link for the journal is at the description box. Number 2, a story to illustrate why. Let me give you an example. Have a friend. Let's call her Mia. Mia was always in a relationship. Soon as one ended, another started. On the surface, she looked like the lucky girl who always had someone. But if you asked her why she dated, her answer was always, I just hate being alone. And here's the thing, none of those relationships lasted. Why? Because they weren't built on genuine connection. They were built on fear. Fear of being single. Fear of not being enough. Then, one day, Mia stopped dating for a whole year. And guess what? That's when she realized her why had to change. She started dating because she wanted to share her life, not because she needed someone to fill a void. And that's when she found a healthy, loving relationship. Your story might not be the same as Mia's, but I bet you can relate in some way. So, let's break down the 6 motivations for dating and see which one fits you. Number 3, the 6 motivations for seeking love. 1, just feels right. This is the healthiest, most natural reason to date. You want a relationship because it simply feels good. It's fun, uplifting, and it makes life better, not because of pressure or fear. This is called intrinsic motivation. Think about it like this. It's like painting because you love the process of creating art. It's not because you want praise from others. If this is your why, you're already on solid ground. 2, it matters to me. This is when a relationship aligns with your values and life goals. Maybe you value companionship, or you dream of building a family. Or you see relationships as a key part of living a fulfilled life. This is called identified motivation, and it's also a strong foundation for love. It's intentional dating, saying, I want a partner because this is part of the life I want to build. And that's powerful. 3, makes me feel good about me. This one is tricky. You date because it boosts your self-esteem. It makes you feel attractive, lovable, or accomplished. This is called positive introjected motivation. It's not all bad. We all love feeling wanted. But here's the danger. If your self-worth depends too much on whether someone likes you or not, you'll constantly feel like you need external validation. That's exhausting. For trying to feel enough. You ever felt like being single makes you a failure? That you're somehow less lovable or less complete if you don't have a partner? This is negative introjected motivation, and it's one of the most harmful whys for dating. It's not about wanting a relationship, it's about avoiding the pain of not having one. But here's the thing. No relationship can fix a lack of self-worth. That has to start from within. 5. Doing it for others. This one is all about pressure from family, friends, or society. Maybe your parents ask every holiday dinner, "When are you bringing someone home?" Or your friends tease you about being single. Or maybe you just feel like everyone else your age is coupled up. This is external motivation. And it's a slippery slope because you can end up settling for relationships that don't actually make you happy. 6. Don't know why. And finally, amotivation. You're dating but don't really know why. You're swiping out of boredom or just because it's what everyone does. This lack of clarity can lead to confusion, frustration, and sometimes heartbreak because there's no real intention driving your choices. Number 4, why your why matters. Now, let's get real. Why does any of this matter? Well, researchers found that people who are motivated by just feels right or it matters to me were more ready for commitment, had stronger emotional bonds, and were more satisfied in their relationships. Meanwhile, people driven by fear, pressure, or insecurity were more likely to experience attachment anxiety, that constant fear of being left or not being good enough. And that kind of anxiety creates tension, fights, and a feeling that you're never truly secure in the relationship. So yeah, your why is everything. Number 5, how to discover your dating why. So, how do you figure out your why? Here are a few questions to ask yourself. If I were totally content being single, would I still want a relationship? Am I dating because I want to build something meaningful or because I feel pressure? Does the idea of being single scare me? If yes, why? Here's the cool thing. When you shift your focus from finding someone to understanding yourself, dating actually becomes easier. If you stop wasting time on people who don't align with your values and you start building relationships that genuinely add to your life. So, what's your dating why? Is it joy, values, connection? Or is it fear, pressure, and insecurity? If there's one thing you take from this video, let it be this. The deeper your why, the more resilient your relationship will be. Love built on intention is always stronger than love built on fear. Before you jump back on that dating app or text that person you're unsure about, take a moment to reflect. Because once you know your why, every choice, who you date, what you want, and how you love, becomes so much clearer. If this video gave you something to think about, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you want more videos about relationships, self-growth, and personal empowerment. And comment below, which of these 6 motivations do you think describes you right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, love isn't just about finding someone. It's about understanding yourself. Because the better you know you, the better love you'll attract. I'll see you in the next video.